Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies baseball starts right now.
Your 2021 Philadelphia Phillies.
Steve Carlton is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now to the plate, here is number 49. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. 0-1 the count.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Here it comes. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Throw over by Schmidt is right there for route number 1. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Into the box now, Jerry White. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Just an absolute laser that time. Screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. And that is through into left field, a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game. Nationals lead 1. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Steve Rogers gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Ready now is Lonnie Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Manuel backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Whoa.
With that, a look at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, He focused on the fact that they have a pass-the-baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
In now, Pete Rose. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 29.
Next to hit, number 29. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here's the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And it's quickly 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in now for the Nats, Larry Parrish, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch on the way.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now a flare out to left center. Number 10 is calling for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
So now to the plate, Tim Wallace. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate, Chris Spire, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Spire is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Bounce to first. He's got it to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Now to bat, Mike Schmidt. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Out in front of it, strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit to third. Reined in. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Manny Criolla. From the stretch, runner goes. A pitch out, the throw, and just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
The 1-0 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. We'll move to the third with no score. So now here is Jerry Manuel. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
At the plate now, Steve Rogers. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Steve Rogers is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Standing in now, number 49. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Digging in now for Philadelphia, number 10. He'll take his first hacks here.
The shortstop, number 10.
Now the pitch.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
Spire retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Next to hit is Bob Boone. First delivery to him. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and that's the 2nd out.
Okay.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Steve Carlton. First pitch on its way. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at 3rd. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Jerry White.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box, Andre Dawson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
In time, and he is nailed at second. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
3-1 to him now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. There's ball 4.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
1 out, runner at first, and up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike taken to throw. is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Next to stand in is Larry Parrish, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch on its way.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
One and 0. Here it is. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Here's the 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
1-2. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. The three of us are back with more following this. Smith. And stepping in, Lonnie Smith flew out last time up. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Now a ball line softly down the left field line. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Swing and a liner. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Trap. Shows off some great range, and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Stepping in now, Pete Rose. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Down 1-1.
Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And he misses. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dawson is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 29.
So stepping in is number 29. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he lifts it in the air to right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Tim Wallace. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
3-1.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So next to hit is Chris Spire. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
1-1.
Sets the target low here, and it misses. 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Jerry Manuel. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. Halfway home, still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Schmidt, an Ohio native. He's a veteran of 19 seasons at the major league level, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Now at the plate is Gary Matthews, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
From the belt, the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Schmidt rounds the corner and is headed home.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
In now, Manny Triola. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Stepping in once again is number 10. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in will be Bob Boone. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 2 and the Nationals nothing. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the pitcher, Steve Rogers. Here's the first pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
To the plate now, number 49. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
No runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals.
And he fouls this one off. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here's another 2-2. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The windup and the 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
The next 0-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Here comes the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here is Steve Carlton hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. First offering on its way. Fouled away. And that misses 1-1. On the ground up the middle. He's got it. And there's 1 down now.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
At the plate, Lonnie Smith. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Manuel backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Whoa.
Up next, Pete Rose. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Dawson gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're up 2-0. And now here is Andre Dawson. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
One and one.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
At the plate now is Gary Carter. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away. In now for Washington, Larry Parrish. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. So the next to bat will be Tim Wallace, man at first after the 2-out walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Too low, 1-0. Parrish, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. They're down 2-0. Now into the box, number 29. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The right fielder, number 29,
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. The windup and the 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he popped him up. Manuel will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
The bat, the third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
So next to bat will be Mike Schmidt. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Sharp ground ball to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
So now to the plate, Gary Matthews. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Manny Criolla. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Dawson is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Into the box now, number 10, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Dawson is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple, but they're on top 2-0.
Spire.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Chris Spire. Now here it comes. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jerry Manuel, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. First pitch of the AB now. Hit down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now back, the pitcher,
Tim Raines will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Number 50 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 50.
From the stretch. A bouncer up the middle. One there. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
No real chance for him to roll two that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, number 49. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. In there, now the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Raines at second with 2 down. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Tries to go the other way, as this is in the air to left field. Matthews is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Nationals leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Joe Random is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First offering. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one away. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Gary Maddox stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Count is 1-2.
On the ground to the left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
The center fielder, number 27, Lonnie Smith.
At the plate now, Lonnie Smith, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Dawson comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping in next, Pete Rose, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. One left for Philadelphia, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Tug McGraw comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Jerry White will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Really strong outing, Matty V. Into the 8th inning without allowing a run. In line for the win, and he certainly deserves a good fate in this one. Hard to imagine he could pitch any better innings 1 through 8 than he did in this one.
Andre Dawson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
In now, Gary Carter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 29 is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
A 2-0 finish today. Philadelphia used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Steve Carlton gets the W on the mound. Steve Rogers pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Get your hand off my penis!